Hi children, welcome back to the next learning. Yesterday as we have gone through the learning of poem, the self-reliance. Let me ask a few questions to you. Where did Kathleen Delicata was born? How many years he was following Buddhism? Can you mention some of the poems published by her? I hope you all have gone through the reading of that poem and started memorizing. Now let's learn about the summary of that poem. The poem is a lesson for all those who feel alone or literally alone and teaches to create self-confidence and self-reliance. The poet, though she was surrounded by relatives, society, friends, etc., she realizes loneliness in her life. To take up any decision, she learned not to depend on others, only to depend confidently on herself. She has started to take up own decisions. Though she may fail initially, she can ask others' opinion for her progress. But still, she is the one who ultimately decides, as she is the sole ruler of her own kingdom. Being the master of her dominion, the poet with great determination chooses her path with pride, neglecting others' disagreeableness with her choices, as though they are the only people who can advise her to take up the better path. When the poet neglected others' opinion, the people began to abuse with cruel words. But poet made up her mind. That was her own life, and ultimately she is the only one to make her destiny. The only thing in life she trusted upon is being true to herself, which teaches her to stand alone and also to win through her self-confidence. So, dear children, are you following me? Through this lesson, through this poem, we are learning that though we are surrounded by our relatives, society, friends, still sometimes we feel loneliness within ourselves, within the surroundings. Sometimes we are unable to take decisions, but we should not depend on others to take decisions, only to depend on ourselves. Confidently, we have to take the decisions. We should not rely on others. We have to rely on ourselves. Rely means depend confidently. And sometimes, if we are unable to take decisions, we can ask some opinions from others for our progress. But still, we have to take the decision. We should not depend upon others. Ultimately, we have to take firm decision about our lives. And being the master of her dominion, the poet, with great determination, chooses her path with pride, neglecting others' disagreements with her choices, as though they are the only people who can advise her to take up the better path. Often in our lives too, there are many people, good-mindedness, good-heartedness, people are ready to help us in many ways. They will give us many suggestions, advices, and the choice we have to decide. We ourselves have to take the better path. Possibilities are there, but we have to choose the right one. Sometimes people may neglect our opinion, and the decision which we are taking may be disagreed by others. But still, we have to think about our life. Ultimately, we have to live, so we have to take the good decisions. For that, we need self confidence, self reliance, self satisfaction, self sacrifice, self discernment, self content, generosity of mind, etc. So, dear children, in order to have a successful life, we should have these good qualities in us. So, let us try to have these good qualities in our lives. So, children, already as I have mentioned you to memorize the poem, it is compulsorily required to memorize the poem. At the same time, learn the question answers and the new words. Also, until next class, you have to write the poem 2 times daily as a homework.